Okay, so let's have a look. 3J examples, quadratic models. So if we look at question 4, it says there's a piece of wire that's 68 centimetres long and it's bent to form a rectangle. So there we go, we've bent the wire. And if you think about a rectangle, it's going to have a side length of x, y, and y. So from that, we need to try and figure out an equation. So let's look at the information that we have. We have the perimeter has got to be equal to 68 centimetres. Okay, so remember the perimeter is that, and that all the way around. But I also know that the perimeter is going to be x plus y plus x plus y as I go all the way around. So looking from all of those, I can find out that my perimeter is going to be equal, grab that out, and write it as 68 is going to equal 2x plus 2y. So I know that. But I want to get y. I don't want to get all of these. So I want to get y in terms of all of these. So I'm going to rearrange that equation. I'm going to 2y is going to equal 68 minus 2x. And you'll see why I'm doing this in a moment. So y is going to equal 34 minus x. Okay, so we've got that part. Now, the question wants the area. Okay, the question wants the area in terms of x. So if I think about this rectangle, I know area is length by width, which is x times y. So area, change my colours, is going to be x times, and what did I say y was? It was 34 minus x. So I end up getting a equals 34x minus x squared. So there's my first answer to part A. Now actually part B wants you to draw that graph. So if I go back a step to this, I've got my x-intercepts. So my x-intercepts are going to be 0 and 34. So my graph, and I know that it's because of this negative x squared, it's an upside down graph. So I'm going to have that. I'm going to, that's going to be my x. This is my A. So I'm going to have my graph. Now I'm going to just do it like this. Okay, so starting at 0, and I'm going to end, so that's going to be 0, and I'm going to end at 34. Okay, because I'm not going to go under the graph. Why aren't I going to go under the graph? Because this is area. We can't have a negative area because this is a real life problem. So if you draw under the graph, then it's going to be wrong. Now, the next part, so I've drawn that. The next part of the question wants the maximum for the maximum area. So my maximum area is going to occur at the turning point. So I don't know what that turning point is. That's what I want to find. But I know between halfway, between here and here, I can get my x value, which is going to be 17. So my maximum area, I'll get my blue pencil back. So my maximum area is when x equals 17. So I'm going to sub that back in. So I get my area equal to 34 times 17. Minus 17 squared. Okay, so I'm subbing x equals 17 into this equation. When I calculate that out, I get my area equals to 289 centimetres squared. So there we go. So it's just basically common sense. You know how to work out perimeter. You know how to work out area. We've been drawing these graphs before, so there's nothing wrong with drawing the graphs. So you should know how to do that. You know how to sub values in. So it's putting all of the information that you already know all together. And there you go.